hello, and well, if you're watching this, that's because we've decided to put some footage out and set up a new channel. So yes, welcome to the new channel. We at this stage have absolutely no idea what it's called. You will. So welcome to a new channel a new channel detailing our experience as new boaters. Yeah, we've been thinking about getting a narrow boat for quite some time. It's a big decision, it's a big purchase. Anyone who's done it will have been through what we're sort of the deliberations that we have. Yeah, and it's taken quite a bit of research and understanding, and we've done narrowboat holidays. Oh, it sounds terrible. And all seems sort of positive and hunky-dory when you're on holiday, and then when you start to think about buying a boat for yourself, you suddenly realise some of the things that you need to factor in and consider. So we spent a good number of months watching practically every YouTube narrowboat channel under the sun, starting to understand and the do's and don'ts, etc. And it's culminated in us putting a deposit down on a boat that we're going to see for the second time today. Spent the last 3 weeks getting our act together, insuring the boat. Talk about that in due course, but what a pain that was. Getting the CRT license that we need. What sort of license was it? Full. A full license. Sorry, we still don't know all our terminology. We'll probably look back on this video in X number of videos time and laugh at ourselves at how naive. Yeah, anyway, but we're getting there. So getting our CRT license, which was amazingly easy. Bish bash bosh, please give us some money. There you go. And away you go. What was it? £978. £978 for the licence, and we got the licence straight away. We thought there would be an application process, but there wasn't. I don't know if that's because the boat already had a licence via the existing owner, but yeah, just paid for the thing, and then 30 seconds later we've got an email with a licence. So we spent the last 3 weeks doing that, understanding what we need to buy. We've got a list somewhere. Sue loves a good list. Sure, don't you? It's fun. Aha. List. Show the good people your beautiful list. Look at that. Columns, rows, different colours, tick boxes. That list has it all going on. That is the mother of all lists. If anyone needs a list doing, by the way, that's your woman. She takes personal commissions. Or clean sheets of paper list. She'll do your list from literally a clean sheet of paper. You can have it printed, laminated. There's a number of framing options available as well as quick dispatch. Yeah, I'll put a link in the. I'll put a link in the description box below, and you can have your list. You can order your list. So we've got a list. They might do. People who can't do lists would be interested in lists. It's a skill. It's a life skill. Not everyone can do it. So yeah, we've placed a deposit on the boat. The boat is on the Thames in Oxford. Don't know what that is in sailing miles yet, do we? But it's 175 miles in the car, so we're thinking sailing miles something like 200-ish. So all of you existing boaters will just be doing the calcs now and going, yes, that will take you X amount of time. Well, we're going to throw a number out there, and we think that that's about a month's worth of continuous cruising, sort of 20 to 25 days. But we can't continuous cruise on the way home. We have to get back to the house intermittently. So there's a more than a calendar month's worth of sailing to be done. Just sailing, isn't it? Not driving. Gosh, that can look really stupid. Right, travelling. There's if you think you're going to learn anything from this channel, you are well and truly wrong. But what you will do is come on a journey with us while we make all the mistakes that you've made, plus a whole bunch more, and we'll learn something anyway, even if you won't. So that's a month of travelling while we get the boat back in lunges. But a journey we're looking forward to making. There is a bit of trepidation, we won't lie. Going on holiday and in the middle of summer, all that sort of stuff, there's barbecues on the towpath in the evening and all that is one thing, but when you become fully responsible for your own boat and it's your property, and yeah, so we're going to take it easy. We're going to just see how we get on, I suppose. Today's journey is to go and see the boat again. We want to get out on the river and just do a bit of pootling, bit of sailing, driving, travelling, a bit of a journey to make sure that the boat actually does work properly, and just to get a bit of a feel for handling this particular boat. The last boat, I'll tell you about the boat in a bit. The last boat we hired was a 70-footer, so I'm not concerned about the handling of a boat. It's just I imagine every boat is like, I like classic cars, and every classic car is different, and after so many years and miles, etc., they all have a character and handling characteristics of their own. I can only imagine boats are the same. So and also it's an opportunity to check what works and what doesn't work on the boat before we actually take ownership of it and rely on it to get us home, and to be our home, and to understand a bit more about how it all sort of works, really, how the various systems and whatever work. So try and take video footage of today, just because it'll be good to look back on and go, wow, that was the start of our narrowboat, literally the start of our narrowboat journey. Oh, coffee stop, do you want me to stop here? Yeah, toll road, right, carry on. Oh, thanks. See the lectures. We've just realised that we've got 2 toll tags. Most households, if they've got any, would have 1 toll tag. We've got 2, which often seems excessive, but we've still managed between having 2 toll tags not to have one in this car. Right, so we'll be using the M6 toll, but we won't be using the toll tag lane, but luckily you realised that before I barrel up to the toll tag barrier and then wonder why the damn thing won't open start beeping and getting beeped at.
I should just crash on through like you did last time.
I do have form for that. Once upon a time, in the not too distant past, I had an altercation with the toll tag barrier. I barreled up towards the tag lane and the barrier, and then I didn't hear the normal beep that you get. The toll tag, the beep, and then the barrier comes up to let you know. Beep, beep, beep. Like a supermarket sort of wavy thing. And I didn't get the beep, and the barrier stayed resolutely shut, closed. So by the time I'd realised that the barrier simply wasn't going to lift, and slammed on the brakes, lots of ABS judder. Oh, that's why, because it was a bit wet and snowy, and it was too late, and I hit the barrier. The barrier flung open that way as it hit the windscreen. Luckily, the windscreen didn't smash, but the noise was incredible as we crashed into the damn thing.
Sorry, did you say we?
Myself and the car. Sue was safely tucked up in a hotel in Milton Keynes. I was travelling to Milton Keynes to meet up with her when all this happened. Obviously this wouldn't have happened if she was in the car. There would have been slow down, you're going too quickly, what if the barrier doesn't lift, all of the health and safety sensible advice. I was listening to the stereo too loud. So actually, to be fair, even if the tag hadn't beeped, I wouldn't have heard it. And
It sounded like you were going to justify it.
I was giving it a go.
It's not really worked, has it?
So I was driving too quickly. It was snowing. I was driving at a speed where I couldn't stop.
Speeding, actually, because there was a speed limit through there. You do more than 30, do you think?
No, I was doing about 20-ish, maybe 22. Something in that sort of order. Yeah, I subsequently realised that I was in the wrong. Then expected to get a bill through from the M6 toll people, saying, "Why did you smash into our barrier? Had to fix it." And then on the way back from Weybridge, I was part exchanging the car, and what was I getting? Oh, 911, Porsche 911 Carrera. Beautiful Porsche 911.
It's a bit sick in my mouth.
Otherwise nicknamed as Bugly, because
It's bug-eyed and ugly.
obviously. So the option is to get no, we're not doing Starbucks, are we? So the easy thing to do now would be to get a Starbucks at Keele. We've got to come off anyway to get the fuel, but we're not doing that. Boycott Starbucks, everyone.
Should we check?
We're just going to check before we get done for slander.
Oh! I'll tell you what I've just done.
What have you done? Oh, what did you do? What?
It's Google Maps.
You put it to Google Maps.
Starbucks in Russia.
Starbucks in Russia into Google Maps.
Oh, it was the internet.
What? seriously want a coffee pal to do that. There we go, 474,000 miles exactly.
Can I start one second?
Oh, go on.
It appears that they have now suspended business activity in Russia.
About time.
So we can get Starbucks if you want.
Or do we teach them a lesson for taking so long? They look at the tills later and realise they're 2 coffees down.
This is 3 days ago, which is the same
right.
time as Costa.
Okay, so slanderous comment about Starbucks. Don't boycott Starbucks.
Well,
you might want.
boycott them.
Yeah,
because of the
boycott
taxes.
so they don't pay any tax. Well, do we know that? We know they did.
Yeah, Jonathan told me.
How many times are we going to get sued in this one video? No, the M6 toll. I'm not worried about them. Starbucks, they've got deep pockets, haven't
What was all that about?
they? I have absolutely no idea.
We're not very good
Pro, not pro yet.
at it. I don't want to watch this rubbish. We actually talked about any boats yet. Just coffee, M6 barrier, size of wheels on Porsches.
Good consumer advice. Are you looking to buy a narrowboat? Come and listen to this drivel. So, boats, back to... We don't know anything about boats, that's why I think we're talking about cars and
Everything
stuff.
else.
It's like, what do we talk... Yeah, what do we know about boats? Right, so, our boat, the boat we own a portion of, is a 52-foot narrowboat built in 1978 by
Hancock and Lane.
Hancock and Lane, who, when we've done research on them, they aren't building boats anymore. They've stopped. But we've heard nothing but good stuff about Hancock and Lane narrowboats and build quality, longevity, etc. So that's all good stuff. The boat is a cruiser stern. Stern being the back. Look at this for knowledge. Stern being the back of the boat where the captain, helmsman. Ooh, you're allowed to say that now. Helmsperson. Stands and drives the boat from, and so cruiser stern means plenty of room back there, really, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's quite a big area, quite a sociable area on the back of the boat. The boat is called Josh. Don't know why. Got to say, not the best name for a narrowboat, I don't think.
Haven't really had any better ideas.
You've had a couple of good ideas. Come on, press up.
No,
Alright, no, yeah, holding that one back.
Answers on the postcard.
Answers on postcard. Yeah, if you've got a really cool name, you're not going to guess. So that can't be that, is it? It's not like, oh, guess what's in Sue's head, because honestly, well, if you can tell that, then I'll pay you an awful lot of money. So, actually, I probably don't want to know. No, I don't. It would be interesting, but I don't want to know. But yeah, if you've got any good names for a narrowboat, then we have a boat that is looking for a new name. We understand that it's bad luck to rename a boat in water, so the boat will remain as Josh for a bit yet. What do you think it cost him to lift a boat out of the water? A couple £100 at least. £300, a few hundred. See, we're assuming, again, all you knowledgeable boaters will be shouting and screaming, going, I know the answer, pick me, I know the answer. We
No, you won't. You're not even know that.
You bought a boat and you don't even know the basics. Yes, we did that. The boat was just had a hull survey and been blacked. So it's just come out of the water, so it'll be another 2 years for that.
October 23.
See, it seems weird calling the boat a she when the boat's called Josh. Doesn't it? It's like she. People talk about boats and they call them she's, don't they? But then you go Josh. It's like,
You don't know.
oh yeah.
Well, ask him.
Well, well, that's the boat what it identifies as today. Just call it boat. Can you? Yeah, you can't offend anyone when you go it and boat, can you? Oh, reverse layout. That's worth mentioning, isn't it? The boat is a reverse layout.
Is it if the bedroom is right on the back? Is that a reverse layout? Or is it a reverse layout because the kitchen's at the back?
Yeah.
It's like semi-reverse.
Oh, now then. What's the opposite of a reverse layout?
Just a layout.
Is it called the boat is a layout. Would it be called a traditional layout? No? Alright. Stay silent on the matter. I thought there'd be a name for that. There must be a name for
I don't think it's traditional. Is that not when they have the
that. Oh, the
engine
boats.
room at the back? The boatman's cabin.
Boatman's cabin. Look at this knowledge. This is astonishing. They're cool actually, boatman's cabins.
That's thanks to CHG.
Yes, one of our favourite YouTube boaters, Kevin from Country House Gent. Oh, what's he doing? Right, we're going to get, hopefully, oh no. No!
We've done all that detour and there isn't any.
Is that because this dude's here? Pants. The reason we've gone for this boat, it just felt right, didn't it? Yeah. And I think it's, we didn't look at masses of boats, but this, yeah, 4 or 5. But this one was a,
Don't forget my
oh yeah, coffee, this was, we got a feeling for this one, didn't we? And we were there for about an hour or so. And I thought, right, let's just get in the car, have a natter on the way home, and then I looked across at Sue's face, which was a offer him some money, which I was quite surprised at. I'm usually the more impulsive one when it comes to buying something, and then when the look turned from a no, that's an instruction. I was like, okay, so I'm now going to offer you some money, and yes, we anyway, hold that thought. What coffee do you want, Pam?
my usual, please.
Yeah, so anyway, to pick up on that story, so I got a visual instruction from Sue to offer the man some money. So I ended up negotiating on a there and then on a boat when I wasn't quite expecting us to do so, but we agreed a price. It was all very sensible. It wasn't awkward at all, and yeah, so we got into the car, drove on the drive home thinking, oh my gosh, we've actually gone and done it. So today feels like another big step forward, doesn't it?
Nice to get on it and see it in a bit more detail. Under the drive.
You can have a go.
Probably not starting on it.
Be easier though, won't it?
You know that, don't you?
Yeah, so as you're probably gathering, there's much we don't know. But we're fast learners.
Gonna have to be.
Will they say sink or swim? Break a leg and all that jazz. Yeah, I'm just going to have to learn, aren't we? All good fun. Yeah, it's Mr. Rowdy. We finished tailgating me now. Off he got. He's in the Audi lane.
I hope we like it.
Huh?
I hope we last to like it.
Towards you. That's it.
Straight now.
Yeah.
Feels like we're looking right.
Yeah, so it's right. They keep going over. You'll find you'll have to keep moving it sort of like that to keep it straight. It's like when you've got a steering wheel, you always do it that way. Towards you go the other way towards you.
Oh! Well, you've been moving quite a long way.
Pushing down.
Move back and back towards me.
Doing it by feel. That's the smell of fear.
Let's go inside.
It's still your boat.
Oh yeah. Told you a little bit. Yeah, well the river's not straight. Back to me.
They're astonishing.
It's obviously what you're doing in a car, what makes it different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel natural, does it, at all?
Yet. So that's your first glimpse of Narrowboat Josh, and I think that was a success.
Definitely.
And you never really know with these things, you know. Go down and see a boat 3 weeks after we committed to buying her, and yeah, do you still get the same feeling when you go on the boat? Do you still want it? Does it suddenly look like the same boat? Do you see things that you don't like? And I don't think there's anything that was.
No, anything better, I'd say.
Yeah, it was good to get out on the water as well, and just see how she handles. Is that the right handles?
I'd say.
Yeah,
Happy to do.
it'll do. How she handles really well actually, and the difference between Narrowboat Josh and the 70-foot higher boat that we were on more recently is huge when you're out on the water. Yeah, it feels much handle. The engine was nice and smooth as well, quiet, noticeably quieter and smoother than the higher boat, which was a surprise, given the age of Josh. So yeah, I've just got to work out some of the logistics now, haven't we? The final logistics of how to get home, pay for it. But yeah, I think we've got to renew enthusiasm. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, just one really bad thing.
Oh, go on.
Spiders. That's the second time she's warned us how many spiders you get on the boat.
Yeah, shouldn't do that. Shouldn't claim it's a spider-free zone either.
No, but she's told me about 3 times today about spiders, and she said last time we were there. So we're going to get measured up for some new windows that don't have gaps around the edges, I think.
Is that what? Which one gaps?
Well, they're like holes in the windows.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
we need like spider-proof windows.
Okay, so if anyone knows how you get spider-proof windows on a narrow boat, please do post up. Yeah, and if anyone knows how you get those very cheaply, definitely would like to hear from you. Is the answer not to just jam something in wherever these gaps are?
Well, we'll see. Review that.
Okay. Is that,
Maybe I'll grow to like spiders.
no chance. Absolutely no chances I can. Yeah, we got a good walk through the boat in terms of which sockets are 240 volt, which are 12 volt, poke at the engine, in the engine bay again. Yeah, I feel.
I missed all that. I was sitting in the well done with Bridget talking about how nice it would be drinking wine and G&Ts.
Whilst also talking about spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was doing a bit engine-y stuff. Man stuff at the back.
We'll see how much
Yeah.
money you took in.
Yes, we will. Yeah, yes, we will.
So here's the up-to-date list of items required. Item number 1. Bedding.
There's brand new bedding on there.
Alright, what's that bedding?
Well, we are going to want our own bedding on there, but to get us going, it doesn't sound like we need that. Yeah, no.
Battery fairy lights.
Really? Battery fairy lights.
I just need them some to make it look pretty.
Alright.
Coloring.
Yeah, wait, you're telling me more.
I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
Knives.
Like chopping knives, kitchen knives, So what's going on to the stern area?
Radios.
Radios, yeah, good
So you
idea.
can bark your orders that way.
So I think it'll be quite the opposite. I think it'll be so I can receive my instructions and confirm receipt of said instruction.
Torches to go with me, along with the torch.
No, there's 2 on board.
Yeah, one doesn't work.
Both work.
The one at the back doesn't work.
There were 2 at the back that worked.
The magnetic one on the thing that I took off to try.
That was at the front.
No, it wasn't the back. Oh yeah, it was at the front. I don't know which is the back and which is the front.
Well, that's fine. We can do that.
And internet. We need to buy some internet.
We need to buy some internet. We need some internetings. No glasses, are there?
I don't know.
We know there's one, don't we?
Well, we need more than one, don't we? Because
Oh, lump hammer.
I've written on them.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Excellent.
Thanks for sticking with us for our first video. As you could probably tell from watching that, I was a little bit reluctant about producing content for a channel. However, I was persuaded that it was a good idea. There are lots of fantastic boat YouTubers out there, and I didn't believe and still don't believe that we can we've got a place with some of the professionals that are out there, but thank you for sticking with us. It will get better, as everybody does. We've probably got a couple more to do. We've got a lot to buy for the boat, etc, etc, so there'll probably be a couple more vlogs before we actually get set up on the boat and start vlogging from the boat. But I hope you've got a little bit of a flavour of what we're about, the kind of people we are, and we'd really appreciate your support, appreciate you watching. Thanks so much for sticking with us throughout that, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you lots more enjoyment and laughs, probably mostly at my expense, but there we go. I hope to see you all again on the next one. Thank you.